What the world mislabels as depression, the sovereign alignment recognizes as the birth of depth. You are carrying a weight that has no name in the common tongue. It is a bone-deep sorrow, a deep sadness that feels less like a mood and more like a climate. You wake up with it, you breathe through it, and you move under its gravity as if you are walking at the bottom of a vast dark ocean. In our current collective frequency, we are taught to fear this stillness. We are told that if we are not shining, we are broken. If we are not pursuing, we are failing. But for the consciousness that has reached this threshold of development, this ache is the most honest thing about you. It is the signature of a system that is finally refusing to lie. In the Jungian lens, we understand this as the beginning of the Great Descent. For the first half of your journey, you built a persona, a bright, capable interface that knew how to navigate the demands of the tribe. You learned to speak their language, to mirror their hungers, and to win their prizes. But a strange thing happens to the heart that has traveled through many cycles. It begins to grow weary of the performance. The deep sadness is the sound of the mask cracking. It is the grief of a consciousness that can no longer find its reflection in the shallow pools of social validation. You are not losing your joy. You are outgrowing the things that used to trigger it. This is a structural necessity. Before you can inhabit the sovereign alignment, the false cathedral of who you were supposed to be must be allowed to crumble into the sea. Think of the life you have lived until now as a magnificent cathedral built on the shore. It was constructed with the stones of your achievements, your social roles, and the expectations of your ancestors. It was a shelter for the ego, a place where you could feel safe and seen by the world. But as the internal frequency shifts toward a higher density, the foundation of that cathedral begins to fail. The tides of your own evolution are rising, and the water is beginning to flood the sanctuary. The panic you feel, the sense that you are falling apart, is simply the ego's reaction to the decommissioning of its favorite structure. You look at your career, your relationships, and your daily rituals, and they feel like hollow monuments. The supply has run dry. You can no longer draw water from the wells of external praise or material success. This is the isolation of the old soul in transition. You are standing in the ruins of a life that no longer fits, but the new structure has not yet risen from the fog. You are in the liminal void. This is the most painful geography the heart can occupy, but it is the only place where the raw materials of your essence can be reclaimed. The sadness is the dust rising from the demolition. It is the mourning of the small self, as it realizes it is no longer the master of the house. Let it mourn. Do not try to repair the cracks in the old walls. The sovereign alignment requires a cleared ground. It requires a silence so total that only the pulse of the objective self can be heard. In Alchemy, they speak of the Nigredo, the Blackening. It is the stage of the work where everything must be reduced to ash. It is a period of putrefaction, of darkness, and of absolute stillness. To the outside world, you look unproductive. You look withdrawn. But in the language of vibrational physics, you are undergoing a massive consolidation of essence. For years, your energy has been scattered to the winds, invested in people who didn't see you, goals that didn't sustain you, and masks that didn't breathe. Now, that energy is being called home. The deep sadness is the physical sensation of your energy returning to the center. It feels heavy because it is dense. It feels dark because it is no longer being performed for an audience. This is the law of conservation. Nothing is being lost, it is merely being retracted. You are like a star that has stopped radiating light outward and has begun the process of internal fusion. The pressure is immense. The heat is unbearable. But it is this very pressure that creates the diamond of the integrated self. The exhaustion you feel is the cost of this internal alchemy. You are doing more work in your silence and your sorrow than you ever did in your seasons of busyness. Dabrowski gave us a map for this pain. He called it positive disintegration. He understood that the human structure cannot grow unless it first breaks. Horizontal tension is the stress of the world, the friction of trying to survive. But the deep sadness is vertical tension. It is the pull between the person you have been and the sovereign alignment that is calling you from within. It is a gravitational pull toward the core. This tension creates a vibrational void. You find yourself unable to connect with the younger frequencies around you. Their concerns seem trivial. Their laughter sounds like glass breaking. You feel like an alien in your own family, a stranger in your own skin. This isolation is a protective laboratory. The sadness acts as a frequency filter. It makes you heavy, so that you cannot be easily moved by the winds of the collective. It forces you into a state of objective observation. From the depths of your sorrow, you can see the world with a clarity that the happy can never possess. You see the mechanics of the games, the frailty of the masks, and the desperate hunger for supply. This clarity is the first gift of the sovereign alignment. You are learning to see without the distortion of your own needs. You are becoming a symmetry sensor. The pain is the price of admission for a vision that is no longer clouded by the ego's desires. We must now move from the feeling to the ordering. The deep sadness is the cooling process. In the physics of crystallization, a structure only finds its perfect symmetry when the temperature drops. The heat of the ego, its passions, its rages, its frantic need to be somebody, must be cooled so that the atoms of your essence can find their proper alignment. The sadness is the cooling. It is the stillness. It is the sacred winter of the psyche. Do not seek a cure for this winter. Do not try to fix a process that is intended to perfect you. Instead, move toward internal governance. Recognize that you are being asked to rule over your own darkness. You are being asked to become the master of your own void. In this state of cooling, you are becoming an instrument of the objective word. You are shedding the victim frequency. You are no longer asking, why is this happening to me? You are asking, what is the geometry of this event? Stay in the center. Let the false cathedral go. The fragments of your old life are being cleared away to make room for a structure that is eternal, symmetrical, and immovable. You are not lost in the dark. You are the dark, and you are learning to inhabit it with dignity. You are not depressed. You are emerging as a pillar of the sovereign alignment. Remain ordered. Though the path is narrow and the air is thin, remember that your isolation is the birth of your freedom. You are finally coming home to the one person who will never leave you. And that person is the real you that has been waiting for your return all along.